And finally, NASA on Tuesday said that it has found a heartbeat signal from the Voyager 2 probe.
It was launched more than 40 years ago, built with technology older than the phones in our pockets. And yet, Voyager 2 has just sent back one of the most unsettling confirmations in space science.
There's also onboard fault protection, an onboard routine that will, in the middle of October, execute a turn to point to Earth.
While humanity's eyes are locked on Mars and the Moon, this little spacecraft quietly slipped into a place no one had truly seen before.
Researchers say Voyager 2 detected abrupt differences in plasma density and magnetic particles upon...
And what it found there, a boundary, a wall, a shift so sharp and so real, proves that the edge of the solar system is not just a number on a chart. It's a real frontier, and it may be far more dangerous than anyone dared to admit. Most people picture space as empty, a dark void without structure, but Voyager 2 has confirmed something terrifying. Space is not empty, it's layered, shaped, and guarded, and the invisible line we just crossed changes everything we thought we knew. Voyager 2 was launched in 1977. It was designed to last 5 years, maybe 10 if we were lucky. Instead, it survived nearly half a century, defying cosmic radiation, freezing temperatures, and the endless dust between planets. Against all odds, it still whispers back secrets from the dark edges of our solar system. Its journey has been extraordinary. Voyager 2 flew past Jupiter, showing us its massive storms and volcanic moons. It revealed the intricate rings of Saturn and the strange haze of Titan. It became the only spacecraft to ever visit Uranus, capturing images of a planet so tilted it rolls like a barrel. Then it gave us our first close look at Neptune, a world of violent winds and mysterious dark spots. These encounters rewrote textbooks and showed humanity just how diverse and strange the outer planets really are. But all of that was only the prologue to its most important discovery: what lies beyond the planets themselves. Today, Voyager 2 has joined its twin, Voyager 1, in interstellar space. These are the first human-made objects to reach the boundary where our solar system ends and the unknown begins. This isn't just poetic, it's measurable science. NASA detected sudden, precise changes in plasma density, temperature, and radiation. The shift was so sharp, it was like passing through an invisible membrane separating us from the wider galaxy. And it didn't happen slowly. It was immediate, like moving through a hidden gate. For decades, we believed the sun's magnetic bubble, the heliosphere, faded slowly into the interstellar medium. Voyager 2 proved otherwise. At the edge, the spacecraft recorded a sudden rise in temperature, a sharp spike in cosmic radiation, and a surprising shift in magnetic alignment. The most shocking part was that the sun's magnetic field and the interstellar magnetic field lined up perfectly. That wasn't supposed to happen. It defied models scientists had trusted for decades. The moment Voyager 2 crossed into interstellar space, galactic cosmic rays jumped by nearly 70%. It was as if the heliosphere wasn't just a bubble, but a shield, a defensive shell around our solar system, blocking violent galactic radiation. Step outside it, and the protection disappears. Space grows louder, hotter, and more energetic. Voyager didn't drift into emptiness. It entered a storm zone. Voyager 2 also confirmed that the heliosphere isn't a perfect sphere. It's warped, pulsing, alive. Every 11 years, the sun's magnetic cycle expands and contracts like a heartbeat. Scientists now believe this breathing causes the edges of our solar system to shift, grow, shrink, or even tear open in places. Picture a living cell with a soft membrane constantly moving. That's our solar system. Depending on when and where a spacecraft crosses, the boundary is different. Voyager 1 crossed at 119 astronomical units, Voyager 2 at 121. But their experiences weren't the same. They found different temperatures, particle densities, and energy flows. This means the boundary isn't fixed. It's a moving frontier shaped by solar winds and galactic forces we still barely understand. And if the edge of the solar system behaves like something alive, we have to ask what else might be alive out there with it. As Voyager 2 drifts further away, its signal grows weaker. Its power source, a nuclear RTG, will die by 2025. With it, one of humanity's greatest messengers will go silent forever. On board is the famous Golden Record, Earth's languages, music, images, and maps of our location. A cosmic greeting card sent blindly into the void. But after what we've learned, was that wise? We now know this region of space isn't passive, it's active. It has structure, pressure, and reactions to movement. Yet we left a beacon pointing straight back to Earth. Bold to some, reckless to others, but it's too late to take it back. Voyager 2 is now part of the stars, drifting into a realm where radiation grows, physics bends, and space itself whispers differently. Even Carl Sagan, who helped design the Golden Record, admitted it was both a hopeful gesture and a dangerous gamble. He called it a bottle cast into the cosmic ocean. But the bottle carries not just music and greetings, it carries directions. Whoever finds it will know exactly where to look for us. That decision, made in the optimism of the 1970s, now looks far more haunting in light of what Voyager has revealed about the outer frontier. While scientists publicly celebrated Voyager 2's entry into interstellar space, some couldn't ignore how sharp the transition was. The sudden spike in radiation, the magnetic field shift, the plasma density wall. It all felt too precise, too abrupt. Not like a slow drift, but a line drawn, like a sensor tripwire. What if the heliosphere isn't just a shield but a monitored perimeter, a checkpoint of sorts? It sounds like science fiction until you consider that Earth is one of the rare planets known to support life, and the moment we finally stepped outside our bubble, space reacted instantly, as if something noticed. Even now, Voyager 2 continues sending back strange data, whispers, anomalies, electromagnetic spikes that don't always make sense. Many fluctuations are blamed on cosmic events or aging instruments, but some stand out. In 2019, Voyager 2 suddenly went dark. All its instruments shut down without warning. Then, hours later, as if something had flipped a switch, they came back online. Engineers called it a glitch. But glitches don't usually act like a hand reaching in and resetting a spacecraft. Was it interference from the environment around it, or something else entirely? Could it have been interference, not from inside the craft, but from the space around it? Could Voyager 2 be interacting with something we're unequipped to detect? Maybe we're not just listening into the void. Maybe something is listening back. When scientists compared Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 data, the numbers didn't align. Plasma pressure, density, and temperature all painted different pictures of what should have been the same frontier. Some blamed solar cycles or directionality, but a few whispered a far stranger idea. The edge of our solar system may not be the same in every direction. It may adapt. What if the boundary isn't a fixed membrane, but a reactive structure? What if it reshapes, fluctuates, or even responds to an approach? If that's true, Voyager 2 didn't just cross a border. It encountered an interface, a reactive zone between our system and something older, more complex, and far beyond our understanding. And that is perhaps the most unsettling thought of all. Because if the boundary adapts, then it is not simply a passive line. It is something that reacts, that responds, maybe even something that defends. Imagine Earth surrounded not just by a bubble of magnetism, but by a frontier designed to keep what's inside separate from what's outside. If so, then our solar system is not just a random patch of space, it is a chamber, a room, a contained habitat whose walls shift when touched. That raises questions that science alone cannot yet answer. Who or what maintains such a structure? Is it natural, the result of cosmic physics we don't yet understand, or is it artificial? A sign that our solar neighborhood is part of something deliberately designed. Voyager 2 is now billions of kilometers from home, drifting with no fuel left to maneuver, no camera to capture images, and only a fading signal. But what it has confirmed about the structure and energy of our solar system has implications far beyond science. It forces us to rethink space not as a passive stage, but as a system with architecture, patterns, and behavior. And that opens a terrifying question. Have we just begun to knock on a cosmic door we were never meant to find? Because if the edge of the solar system reacts, aligns, and shifts, then perhaps we've been inside something all along, protected, isolated, watched? We don't know, but Voyager 2 didn't just drift into the unknown, it confirmed that the unknown is structured, and perhaps aware. For decades, we thought the edge of the solar system was just a distance, a point in the dark. Voyager 2 shattered that illusion. It didn't just leave our system, it crossed a boundary, real, measurable, reactive. What was found on the other side is nothing like we expected. The universe isn't silent. It pulses, it shifts, it pushes back, it listens. And in that moment, when Voyager 2 passed through a magnetic wall, when radiation spiked and the rules of physics twisted, it confirmed something scientists had feared to say aloud. Space has structure, space has rules, and maybe, just maybe, it has sentries. We were never drifting in chaos. We were enclosed all along, and now, for the first time, one of us has stepped outside. So the question is no longer just what lies beyond the edge, it's whether someone or something built that edge, and if it noticed when we crossed. Let us know what you think in the comments. Did Voyager 2 simply map cosmic phenomena? Or did it stumble into something much older? Something watching? Is the universe a place we explore? Or a system we're only beginning to understand? If you believe this is just the beginning, if you feel the truth about our place in the cosmos is far stranger than fiction, subscribe and turn on notifications. We're not just telling stories here, we're unraveling signals. And the next one could change everything. We'll be waiting. See you in the next transmission.